You're the boss of your party. Why do you run your party like your personal fiefdom?
No, I don't have that.
The belief is that you are the supreme power there.
Yes, I am a
And everybody reacts according to what you want.
Yes, I don't believe in your type of democracy. I have a different idea. I want, if I had my government, whether it's going to be there in central or state, my idea is to, the people have voted you in power. And suppose tomorrow if there is going to be a morcha, may have any problem, water problem, shelter problem, I will not ask policemen to stop it.
You will stop it.
I will not stop it. I will ask my minister sitting on the 6th or 5th floor to come down and meet our people, our voters. That kind of a democracy, the pattern of democracy I have in my mind. I will not tear gas them, I will not lathi charge them, and no firing and no killing. Unless it goes to a certain extent, then it's a different thing. But my question is why they have come, what made them to come. That type of a democracy I have in mind.
Yet it is alleged that...
And we are actually, in fact, sorry, but people have funny ideas about democracy. The country never had democracy, never, right from the freedom. What we had is that autocracy, hypocrisy, and no democracy. And I don't mind if anybody becomes, what was Indiraji? She was not a dictator. At least I say I want to be a benevolent dictator, benevolent for the people, by the people, and so on, of the people and all that. But what is democracy? You are fighting for survival in democracy. Why? What is the democracy, type of democracy you are facing? Why should you fight for survival? The democracy never existed at all in this country. I have that belief. I do believe in that. Here at least I say that boldly to the people, and they behave as dictators, but they say that we are Democrats and so on.
But on the other hand, you say they're effete, they do not take decisions.
Who?
The people in power, the governments in power.
The present one, yes, it is so. Why don't you take a decision? You are afraid of what? The people and this and that and so many other tensions. You are slaves of votes. You see, you are slaves of votes. I'm not going to be a slave of votes. I will deliver the goods. If they choose my government next time, I will show the people this is the government. This is called a government. I will never keep things lingering. The decisions will be there and then only, on the spot.
But you will have to function to a bureaucracy which may or may not listen to you.
As it is, there is nothing wrong with the bureaucracy. Today, the bureaucracy is ruling you. You have to rule the bureaucracy. That is the difference. Mere changing that word from secretariat to Mantralaya, that is Sachivalaya to Mantralaya, it doesn't, people don't find any change. The name is changed, but the thing is there. What's the use of? I mean, the ministers found that why Sachivalaya? Who rules the state or the country? Not the secretaries, we, the ministers, so Mantralaya. And what about the functioning? They don't function at all. So, I don't want to fool the people like this, no. If it is going to be Mantralaya, I will see the ministers work. They deliver the goods. They will never say, okay, I will see to that. I will call for the file. I will do this. I will telephone him. No, do it now if you can.
You believe that by a dictatorial style of functioning, you can ensure
function, this? Implementation. I will not keep anything on the paper.
But did you do this when you had the BMC under your control?
Pardon?
When you had the BMC under your control.
But BMC is under government. They have their municipal commissioner. You see? municipal commissioner is something like a hindrance actually. I mean, he has all the powers. Today we have committees, and that too a standing committee, improvement committee, but they have no powers. Improvement committee absolutely is a defunct body. They cannot take the decision. Even if they take the decision, it is not going to be their decision. The standing committee decision can be changed by the municipal commissioner. What's the use of that committee then? So mere having a corporation in your hand, you cannot act freely unless you have a government and then your commissioner as your spoon or a chamcha, whatever you call it.
Your party was accused of having amassed crores during its regime in the BMC during the period of time.
I wish we had. We should have. I wish. That's what I said in the beginning. They accused me of that during that Mumbai development plan, that I received 10 to 15 crores. You see, where are that money gone? Where is that thing actually? Whether the Congress had it or my people had it, let me know that. I have not received a single rupee. You see. That's why I don't bother about these accusations and charges and so on and so on.
Well, the most important charge against your party is that you and your party have brought violence on the center stage of Indian politics.
I will not approve of that thing actually, no.
Taken issues down to the streets.
Yes. What happened during Sanjay Gandhi's time? You see, there was a fighting inside in the court. The judge was threatened. That is not gangsterism. That is not Gundaism. What we do is Gundaism. I mean, if you have any special difference vocabulary or a dictionary, I don't know. You see.
No, but Sanjay Gandhi was also accused of the same thing, of having brought violence to the center stage of Indian politics.
But then don't give me the credit. There are so many partners. Distribute it. I will accept whatever accusation is going to be there. But why we behaved at that particular stage or time is a question.
No, because there is a belief that you believe in militancy.
When I have written editorials during riots and now, there is a difference. During riots, there was a different situation. You see. And today, I just cannot go on inciting people and do it, the violence and all that.
But you believe in what you call constructive violence.
Need not necessarily be a violence. Why violence can be taken as a constructive violence? Why not? Why not? Can you imagine 3 brothers from one family, that is Thackeray brothers? They actually hung their necks in the British gallows. 3 brothers from same. I mean, I don't think there is any parallel in the world where you can show me that brothers actually 3 brothers in same family. What made them? You mean to say that that was a period where people were also given suparis, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 30 lakhs to kill somebody? No, they stake their life for the nation. And whoever does anything, even if it is going to be violence, but for the nation, that is constructive violence, not destructive one. And we are proud of them, and we have very pride actually. I mean, one should be, one should have.
But doesn't endanger your own life. You are an ideal candidate.
First you must know what you are doing. Then don't bother about happenings, what is going to happen to you. You know, when you are absolutely clear enough in your mind that what you are doing is, I mean, for the nation, and this must be done, then don't bother about your personal life. Why should you? Your nation is more important than your life. Then why Jawan should fight on the borders? Then you will not get Jawan at all for the army. But they are there. So we have to be, we fight internal things, they fight the major border of the nation.
How do you protect yourself?
Me? I don't care for that. Absolutely not. I don't bother. No, I don't think. Security is there, that's a government headache, not my headache. Because they don't want a bigger flare-up. So they have to protect me. That's the thing.
What are your interests outside of politics?
Now, what interest should be there at this age and this stage? I enjoyed a lot of things. I mean, I was
What did you enjoy? Tell us.
me. There are certain things not to be said.
I'm quite
There are
sure.
certain things can be said, can be guidelines even to others, the young generation, in fact.
Tell me.
I am of the opinion actually, and my nature is like that. I like people enjoying life. You see,
And what do you mean by that?
means at least they must smile. I don't like the squarish things, faces. No, at least chuckle, smile, like Mona Lisa even, doesn't matter. But you must smile. I don't like people with serious faces, like ministers. You know, they don't laugh because there is nothing left in their life to laugh or enjoy. And they have enjoyed enough. But apart from that, I like nature, in fact. I love nature like anything. You know, here also, it is a dead place, in fact. But when you put a plant there, see, there is a life in it. I believe in that kind of a thing, theory and life, that brings life to you. And you must understand what is life.